Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History, written by Vashti Harrison. Nichelle Nichols, 1932. Actress, singer. In her youth, Nichelle was a gifted dancer, actor, and singer. She worked her first professional acting role when she was only 14 years old and had a successful career on stage for several years. In 1966, Nichelle landed the role with which she would make her mark on the world. She was cast in the brand new science fiction series Star Trek as Communications Officer Lieutenant Uhura, becoming the first woman of color in history in a leading role on a primetime television show. Uhura was smart, brave, and defined and treated with respect. It was truly a groundbreaking role, considering that in those days, people of color were usually cast as either servants or maids. In 1968, at the height of the Civil Rights Movement, Nichelle and one of her white castmates made history when their characters shared the first ever on-scene interracial kiss. Many Americans were angered by the display of integration on a national television show, and the studio received letters of complaint. Producers responded by cutting Nichelle's lines, making her scenes shorter, and relegating her to the background. She's considered returning to stage acting, but a chance encountered when Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. changed Nichelle's mind. Dr. King, a self-proclaimed Trekkie, urged Nichelle to stay on the show because of how much representation mattered. She was a symbol of hope and a source of inspiration to people of color across the world. This was proved to be exactly right. Dr. Mae Jemison names Nichelle as her inspiration to apply to NASA, and she went on to be the first African-American woman in space. After Star Trek, Nichelle continued to inspire people. She became a recruiter for NASA, traveling around the United States doing outreach to young men and women of color.